Hey guys, Youmuus here, and today we have a video on the Youmuus 2 channel. Usually you see me playing Pokemon Unite and doing all that other stuff, but now with Scarlet Violet coming out, I'm very interested in making some content for it. If you guys don't know me, my name is Phil, as you see in the channel here. I was a former pro for Pokemon Unite, and I'm a full-time content creator and streamer right now. And I'm dabbling into Scarlet Violet, and I am Scarlet Gang, by the way. Drop a like. And today we're going to be looking at all the new moves coming to Pokemon Scarlet Violet. There will be no spoilers in this video. I personally am also not spoiled because I want that experience, so I know how you guys feel. We're mainly just going to look at the new moves and their battling applications, and they brought back a lot of moves from Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is going to be interesting. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of wing it. This is like my first exclusive video on this channel, so let's see how it goes. Not much production value going on. All right, here we go. Here is a Google Doc of all the brand new moves. As you can see here, the first moves coming up are Legends Arceus moves with Sneasler, Weedier, Cleavier, and they're all their exclusive moves. But later on, we see some newer moves for newer Pokemon and newer exclusives, and some moves that come back to old Pokemon as well. Like Dunsparce has a crazy move, and there's a whopping 73 total new moves. So let's check them all out. First one up, Dire Claw. If you guys don't play Legends Arceus, it's a Sneasler signature move, and it lets you just fire this off. If the enemy does not have a Steel type on their team, you can just go Scarf or Banded Sneasler and fire off the most punishing move, bro. Now that knockoff is kind of taken out of the game a lot more, only a few Pokemon learn it. Sneasler just being able to fire off Dire Claws and hitting a 50% chance to poison, paralyze, and sleep anyone it hits is kind of crazy. Actually, before I keep going, let me explain this for sure. Here's the types. Here is physical or special. Here is the base power, and here's the accuracy, if you guys can see it on the side here. So there's the 80 base power move, and has a 50% chance of paralyzing, poisoning, and putting to sleep. That's even better than like Body Slam. If you can run a defensive set on Sneasler here and just fire these off like Body Slams, that's going to be kind of nuts. Just being able to randomly status anyone on the enemy team. So there's Sneasler's move. Weedier gets a new Psychic Physical move. Not too many good Psychic Physical moves. They're usually low base power, and this one is the same here. 70 base power, 90 accuracy, but it is a guaranteed +1 in defense. Pretty solid move. It's not too exciting on these Legends Arceus Pokemon only, but later on when they give more Pokemon access to these moves, it could be really interesting. That's how Pokemon usually goes, right? The signature move comes in on a new gen, and then 1 or 2 gens later, you're gonna see everyone getting this. Imagine Metagross with Psy Shield Bash. Oh my god. If Weedier gets Body Press, this is a pretty decent move though. Running Body Press and Psy Shield Bash, you up your defenses. They switch into someone that can take a psychic move. Boom, you hit him with +1/+2 body presses. That could be really nice. Power Shift, no one really gets this move, so not sure about it yet, but it swaps users attack and defenses. I'm assuming it's like a Shuckle kind of move. It lets you swap your defenses attack and go aggressive. These usually are gimmicks though. We have Stone Axe from Cleavier. This was a pretty good move in Legends Arceus, giving like a Stealth Rock kind, not a Stealth Rock kind of effect. It's like a Fire Spin kind of effect, but they could switch out. It's a 65 damage move, 90 accuracy again. Don't like these 90 accuracy moves, but it leaves behind a Fire Spin kind of effect. Is it better than Stone Edge? I don't know. Maybe, again, if you go defensive on Cleavier, you can use a move like this with residual damage. Now that Toxic's out of the game, it can help you whittle down some more bulky Pokemon, but 65 base damage does not seem like it's runnable, you know? It also looks like it has increased crit priority. Let's see if it does. We have crit priority here. No, it doesn't look like it has an increased crit rate from my understanding here. Yeah, that's just, I guess, the description of it. But yeah, 65 base damage, just not good enough. Enamorous here, the new Force of Nature, has a 30% chance to -1 attack with 100 base power, 80 accuracy move. Is this better than Moonblast? No. Would you ever run this over Moonblast? It's 80 accuracy, man. So Enamorous gets a cool new move. What's the name of this move? I gotta move this back over. Springtide Storm. Yeah, it's 100 base power, which is cool, but Moonblast is probably just better. 95 base power, and it can lower special attack. Maybe if you really need the minus attack, but 30%, it's not good enough. This move should be like Sacred Fire, maybe, and have a 50% chance to minus attack, maybe. Then it'll be kind of good. But I don't see you using this move over Moonblast. Then we have magical power for the Lake Trio. Now this move is crazy, boys, all right? +1 special attack guaranteed. 70 base power psychic move, so it's weaker than Psyshock and Psychic, but it gives you +1 special attack. It's Charge Beam. It is like a really good Psychic Charge Beam. So the first time you use it, 70 base power. The second time you use it is basically 105. And then it just keeps snowballing. This is a great move. Run this on Specs or Scarf, and you can punch through really anything. Azelf, Mesprit, Uxie, all of these Pokemon can run it. Uxie can run it defensively, you know, and then it switches into someone at walls and just gets 1 or 2 boosts, and it can get really dangerous. Azelf gets 1 or 2 boosts and just starts cutting people down. So this is probably one of the best moves. This is going to make the Lake Trio a lot better. Lake Trio kind of fell out of favor. I think only really Azelf and Uxie was used in the lower tiers. I think Azelf was maybe used in OU a little bit as an explosion lead, but Uxie has always been a staple in like lower tiers. This might make him kind of playable in the higher tiers. We have Raging Fury, a new move to Hisuian Arcanine. 120 base power fire move. So this is an outrage for fire. And if you're running more of a defensive set for Arcanine, maybe you run Lumberry with this, and it'll be pretty nice. You don't take recoil damage from Flare Blitz. Yeah, 120 base power outrage move. These outrage moves are they're not very good in doubles, but in singles, they're kind of decent. Maybe you run this Banded, and it just starts knocking people down. No one is immune to fire other than Flash Fire Mons. So you don't have to worry about that like in outrage. So this is probably going to be a great move. Banded Hisuian Arcanine is going to do some numbers. Yeah. Banded base 120 with I think like base 110 attack, I think for Hisuian Arcanine. Great move. All right, and then we have Wave Crash, another Legends Arceus move here that used to be, I think, unique to Basculegion. It is a 120 base power physical water move, but it has a huge recoil, man. 1/3 recoil, so kind of like a water type double edge, and all these Pokemon have it. And as you see here, a new Tauros form gets it too, which is interesting. I don't know what it looks like. I'm excited to see that, but a water Tauros, water buffalo maybe. And it has a really high base damage move. Tauros already has high attack, and you're gonna give it a base 120 kind of no drawback move. So very, very interesting. Both of these moves are gonna be viable. It's weird. Half of the Legends Arceus move has super low base powers that do kind of nothing, and then the other ones are just base 120 moves, man. Speaking of high base power moves, Chloroblast, another Legends Arceus move here from Hisuian Electrode. Base 150 special attack, 95 accuracy, and it has a 50% recoil fixed, which means you can actually kill yourself with this from my understanding if you use it at like 30% HP. This is like Steel Beam, but for Electrode. This is a lot of damage, but you can only fire off 2 of these, bro. Yeah, you can only fire off 2 of these before you die. Now you can fire off 3. I think you should be able to mess with your health total to a point where they can round down and leave you on 1 HP maybe. But ouch. But yeah, Specs Chloroblast. Is there a lot of Pokemon that resist grass? Not a lot of the meta Pokemon resist grass too much, right? Everyone other than like Corviknight in them. But then Corviknight doesn't like getting hit by a special move. Very interesting move from Electrode here. Mountain Gale, Avalug's move. I didn't even know Avalug had a signature move from Legends Arceus. Wow, okay. It's 100 base power, 85% accuracy, 30% flinch move. Just looks like a stronger Icicle Crash. Nothing too crazy here. I'm going to speed over all the like kind of simple moves. Now this one is crazy. Hisuian Lilligant has the physical fighting type Quiver Dance. +1 attack, +1 defense, so it's bulk up. It's bulk up with +1 speed too. This is a crazy ass move, bro. Only Hisuian Lilligant gets it, but I cannot wait for a Pokemon later on to get this. Imagine like Hariyama getting this and stuff, like, and setting up to it. Like, oh my god, this is such a great move. One of the best moves. They need to give this sparingly in the future, man. Victory Dance, nice. Okay, the Hisuian Lilligant, +1 everything, almost +1 everything you need basically. Then we have Headlong Rush. This is like the new Earthquake kind of move, and it looks like they actually buffed it. In Legends Arceus, this only did 100 damage, but now they buffed it to 120 base damage here. And Hariyama, Ursaluna, and Great Tusk gets it. It is a close combat, but for ground types. Will you run this over Earthquake? I guess if you're going as an all-out attacker, you'll run this. It's a fist move, too. What? It's a fist move? What? How is this a fist move? Okay, I don't even know. But ground type close combat, I think Earthquake will still be used most of the time because ground types are kind of bulky. They don't want to get -1/-1. It might get them one shot. Most ground types can take a hit, but pretty solid if you go for an all-out attacker. Yeah, I don't see any of these Pokemon wanting -1 actually. They're slower, so the chances are like they're gonna hit you first, then you like revenge kill them. But then whoever comes in is for sure gonna kill you. I don't know, maybe. It's 20 more base damage, so maybe for some calcs it matters, but pretty solid move. If only like more aggressive Pokemon got it, these more defensive Pokemon might not want it. We have Bar Barrage, the Quillfish's signature move here. It is a poison type move, 60 base damage, 50% chance to poison. It's kind of like a Poison Fang style move where you gotta risk like poisoning with it. If you want to poison people, you probably want to go Toxic, and if you want a damaging move, you probably want to go Jab. Having 30% does not seem that good, bro. Oh, it does say that. Oh, it doesn't mention this, but it says if the move's power is doubled if the target's already poisoned. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. That makes it a little bit better. It can double as like a one-man Venoshock. Okay, now with this added text here, that seems okay. That seems reasonable. So it is like on average a base 90 hit, you know, kind of. Seems all right. Next up, we have Braviary Hisuian with Esper Wing. Has a guaranteed +1 speed with a psychic special move. Nice. Guaranteed +1. It also has a heightened chance of landing a crit. It also mentions that it's increased crit, but let's see if it has it here. Yes, it does have a crit. Wow. It is a high crit chance move that guarantees you +1 speed. That's a pretty dang good move for Hisuian Braviary. This Pokemon's not crazy fast, but if you get one of these off, you are going to be crazy fast. Maybe you go Specs, and then you just spam Esper Wing, and you start outspeeding everyone, and it has chances to crit through walls too. Not bad. We have Bitter Malice, Zoroark line's signature move. It is a 75 base power, 100% accuracy, ghost type special move with a guaranteed -1 on an enemy attack. So instead of Will-O-Wisp, you can go this, and it's like a Mystic Fire. It's like a physical Mystic Fire. Seems pretty nice. Zoroark will run it over Shadow Ball. Probably. It probably will run it over Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is only what? 5 more base power. Shadow Ball is base 80, right? Yeah, you're for sure gonna run this. But these moves are not crazy interesting right now because they're only on their respective owners. But later on, when they give the move out to more Pokemon, which they always do, it's gonna be all right. We have Shelter for the Hisuian Gudra line. Makes user's skin hard as iron, sharply boosting his defense stat. It is just iron defense, it looks like. Shelter is just iron defense. Okay. Nothing crazy, it's just iron defense. Does it give you anything else? No, it just increases iron defense. Okay, so it's nothing crazy, iron defense here. Triple Arrows from Hisuian Decidueye is a 3-hit move, right? Fires 3 arrows. The move has heightened chance to land a crit. It's a 3-hit move with high crit chance and may lower the target's defense or make it flinch. Wow, this move has a lot of effects on it. It is base 90 power. Is it a 3-hit move? No, it might not be a multi-hit move, actually. It might only be a single-hit move. Right? Target single. Yeah, it looks like a single hit. They just call it triple arrows, but it's a single hit move, actually. Like triple kick, I guess. Yeah, if this was a 3-hit move with a chance to lower defense and flinch and all that stuff, it would be a really annoying move. But it has 50% chance to minus defense, which is great, and 30% chance to flinch. Yeah, great move. I don't know who's going to run it later on. Is there any other archery Pokemon that runs triple arrows? Probably not. This is probably going to remain on Decidueye for a while. And then we have Hisuian Typhlosion with, what is the move called? Inferno Parade here. 30% chance to burn. Ghost type Scald. No, it is not Ghost type Scald. It is Ghost type Scald with 60 base power. But if I remember correctly, yeah, this move's power is doubled if the target is status. So it's like a Hex. It's just a better Hex, right? It's a Hex with a built-in Will-O-Wisp that you can try and fish for. And then when you get the burn, you can start doing double damage with Hex. Nice. Pretty good move. I think people will probably still run the more reliable Will-O-Wisp Hex set. But if Hisuian Typhlosion gets a bunch of good moves, this could be a nice 2-for-1 here. Then we have Hisuian Samurott with a dark type boosting move, it looks like. As a user, no, that's no effect actually. It is just a 65. What? Is this like guaranteed to crit or is this priority? This looks like a guaranteed crit move from my understanding. There's no way it's 65 base power, 90 accuracy, and not a guaranteed crit move. So this is probably like a new Wicked Blow for Samurott. We have Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus all getting a new signature move of their own, which is interesting. We have Bolt, Wild Bolt Storm, Sandsear Storm, and Lunar Blessing. Oh no, this is for Cresselia. Wild Bolts. Oh, Bleak Windstorm. Why did they use this font? This font is so hard to read. So Tornadus move is 100 base power, 8. Oh, these are all 80 accuracy moves though. So it's kind of like firing off a hurricane, right? But it has a 30% chance to drop the speed for Tornadus, 20% chance to paralyze for Thundurus, and 20% chance to burn for Landorus. None of these seem crazy good. You might run it in some gimmicky sets, but I don't see why you wouldn't want to run T-Bolt, Scorching Sands or Earth Power, or well, the only one I think is going to be used is the Bleak Windstorm, because this is higher accuracy than Hurricane, and it has a chance to drop speed. So this is probably the only one that's going to get used here. Next one up, we have Take Heart. What does Take Heart do? Take Heart has no owners yet. Okay, it has no owners yet. The user lifts his spirit, curing its own status conditions and boosting its special attack and special defense. So it's a Calm Mind that resets your status. Okay, interesting stuff. Nothing too crazy. We got Terror Blast. Everyone gets this. It changes damage based on the type, and you get stabbed from it, I'm assuming, right? So it's like a base 120 move. Yeah, it's like a base 120 move for any type you want out of nowhere, which is amazing. It is a special type move, though. Is there no physical Terror Blast move? Interesting. Terror Blast becomes a normal type move before you Terra. If you Terra, it becomes a higher stat to calculate damage thing. Oh, okay. So whichever attack stat you have higher, it converts it. So if you have a physical Pokemon, it converts to physical if your physical attack's higher. Okay, so it's like a smart kind of 120 base power smart move for any move you want. So everyone gets that. Silk Trap. This is a new move for Spidos. I don't know what that Pokemon is, but it's a bug type move. The user spins a Silken Trap, protecting itself from damage while lowering the speed of any attacker. Oh, cool. It's a protect that lowers speed. It's like a King Shield that, but instead of lowering attack, it lowers speed of whoever it contacts. Pretty interesting move. I like the more spider moves. All the spider Pokemon suck, so it's good that they have like more bug / spidery moves that are just like generic moves of upside, which is nice. We have Axle Kick for Metachan, Lilligant, and Loxic. I don't know who that Pokemon is, but I'm assuming it's a fighting type. It is a 120 base power. Wow, 120 base power, 90 accuracy move with a 30% chance to confuse the enemy or itself. The user's attacks by kicking into the air and slamming his heel down. This may also it confuses the target. And if it misses, the user takes damage instead. Okay, so it's like a high jump kick. It's a high jump kick, and with a chance to confuse with a little bit less damage. High jump kick is base 130 damage, so it lost 10 base damage for a 30% confusion chance. Could be good. Could be good. If high jump kick's not in the game, this could be good. Depending on certain calcs, you might want high jump kick though for a little bit more damage. When you start factoring in pure power and life orb and all that, high jump or band, that 10% base damage from high jump kick kind of goes a bit of a way. 30% chance to flinch is pretty decent if you slam this into a wall that switches into you and you confuse them, and then you can just fire off a few more of these and break through them. We have Last Respects, a ghost type physical move. Okay, interesting. Has the user avenge its allies. The more defeated allies there are in the user's party, the greater the move's base power. Wow. Plus 50 base power for each ally. Dude, what? Houndstone and Basculegion has it. Wait, does this have a cap? If this does not have a cap, this can go up to what? Base 300 damage? What? Imagine scarfing or banding this with a base 300 damage move right at the tail end. You probably want to scarf this. You go scarf Basculegion, and you're like the last Pokemon part. Come in here, start firing off 300 base damage ghost moves. Give a little bit of perspective, guys. Base 300 damage is like firing off a +2 focus punch, man. That's ridiculous. And Ghost is a really good offensive type too. Wait, this is crazy. This is crazy, man, this move. Yeah, if you scarf it, this move is really nuts. You can only use it at the end, but if you set up, like, if you set it up where they are all either weakened or maybe if they're not even weakened. If you only weaken the people that can take a Basculegion hit, Scarf Basculegion, last respects, boom, base 300 hits. It's like you're getting hit by like a +3 Pokemon out of nowhere. That's insane. This move is so insane. What the hell? Lumia Crash. It's a new move for Esperia. Again, I don't know what this Pokemon is, but it is a base 80 power, 100% accuracy move that has a guaranteed -2 SPDEF. The user's attacks by unleashing particular light that even affects the mind. This also harshly lowers... What? This just gives guaranteed -2. Who can switch into this Pokemon? How do you switch into this Pokemon, bro? You switch into with this with a special wall, you instantly get -2. And then they're probably faster than you. I don't know, maybe it's a slow Pokemon, but let's say you Scarf this and it's a fast Pokemon, boom, hits you again immediately at -2, you're -4, and then you can't revenge kill it probably. So the only way to do this is probably you switch in a revenge killer to deal with this. It's a base 80 move with -2 special attack. It's like next turn, it's base 160 Psychic type move. I guess you can switch in a Psychic type move. I mean, a Dark type. It's good that they put this on a Psychic type so you can switch in a Dark type on it though. Okay, that's reasonable. That's fairly reasonable. Well, we're only halfway through here, guys. This is going to be a long video. We have Order Up for Dondozo. What? This sounds like a Naruto character, man. The user attacks with an Enlightened Poise. If the user has Tadagori in its mouth, this move boosts one of the user's stats based on the Tadagori's form. So it's like maybe a different held item or the ability of the Pokemon can make it increase your speed, attack, or defense. It's a dragon move. Interesting. It's a dragon move. So there's like a new dragon type maybe. New pseudo legendary that can boost his moves. It's base 80, which is not very good. It's just Dragon Claw, right? But some mons have to run Dragon Claw, you know? But it has a chance of boosting speed. So it could be like a better scale shot that doesn't lose your defenses and is base 80. Nice. Pretty reasonable move. I'm interested to see who Dondozo is. We have Jet Punch from Palafin. It's a water type move. Base 60, 100% accuracy. The user summons a torrent around its fist and then punches at blinding speed. This always goes first. Nice. It's a better Aqua Jet. Nice. Okay, cool. It's like a better exclusive Aqua Jet for whoever this Pokemon is, Palafin. Interesting stuff. This Pokemon will probably run this for sure. We have Spicy Extract from Skull Villain. The user emits an incredibly spicy extract, sharply boosting target's attack stat, but harshly lowering the target's defense stat. Oh. This move seems bad. It's a status move, though. Does it confuse? It doesn't say if it confuses or not, right? Yeah, it doesn't say if it confuses or not. So if it's just a -2 defense on the enemy, why would you want to give them +2 attack, right? It doesn't, we don't have all the data on this now, but if it does not confuse, I don't see why it would be good, right? Because it's just -2 +1 for the enemy. I guess you can hit a special attacker with it and it doesn't matter. But you rarely want to do -2 defense moves because people just switch out. Maybe if this traps you too, it could be decent, but interesting signature move, but doesn't seem that good. We have Spin Out. The user spins ferociously by springing his legs, inflicting damage on a target. This also harshly lowers the user's speed. It's a base 100, 100 accuracy move, but it gives inflicting damage on a target. This also harshly lowers the user speed. So you use a big high damage steel type move here, right? 100% accuracy, but it gives you -2 speed. If you use it on a slow Pokemon, it kind of doesn't matter. It's just a good Iron Tail. Interesting stuff for the Baroom line. Maybe it's a vacuum cleaner. I don't know. Again, I don't know much of the new Pokemon yet. I didn't want to spoil myself. I just want to see their moves. We have Population Bomb. The user's fellow gathers in drones to perform a combo attack and hits the target 1 to 10 times in a row. What? Did this just say 1 to 10 times in a row? Can hit up to 10 times. Should be like Triple Axle, where each hit has his accuracy check, but hitting it 10 times if no misses. What? It's 90% accuracy? So this could potentially be a 200 base power move? This move is crazy, man. Wait, this better not... Wait, what if you just run King's Rock with this, bro? What the hell? They better remove King's Rock from the game, dude. They better remove King's Rock from the game if there is a 10-hit move, dude. Wow. It is normal, so you can switch in a ghost on it. But that is ridiculous, dude. Potentially a 200 base power move. On average, this is going to be like a 160 base power move, it seems like, right? Someone's going to math it out. But that is crazy with King's Rock, though, man. Wow, insane. Hey, if you hit into a Ferrothorn, though, if you hit into a Rocky Helmet Mon, though, you are in trouble, though. So I guess there's a little bit of counterplay if Rocky Helmet's in the game. The user covers... Next move here, let's see. Ice Spinner. The user covers his feet in thin ice and twirls around, slamming into the target. This spinning move motion also destroys the terrain. Cool. Okay, it is a ice type base 80 power that destroys terrain. Interesting that we have some terrain destroying moves, because terrain was really broken last gen, right? So good, solid, you know, like niche move here to help you destroy some terrain. Probably used on more of a supportive Pokemon. It's on the Contildi line. Don't really know. It is a TM move too. Okay, so a lot of Pokemon can probably learn this move. Decent physical. Who runs physical ice though? I guess Mamoswine can, if you can learn this, it can run it, break the grassy terrain so his Earthquake does more damage. Pretty decent. We have Glaive Rush for Baxcalibur. Ooh, a Dragon. Dragon base 120, 100% accuracy move. With no downside, the user throws his entire body into Reckless Charge. Attacks from opposing Pokemon during the next turns cannot miss and will inflict double damage. Okay, so it has the downside of making the enemy do double damage to you next turn. And their moves cannot miss. But if this is a fast Scarf Pokemon, like, you can just instantly kill him. This is a no drawback Outrage. And you can switch out. Outrage, you can't switch out. You can just switch out with this move if you need. Or you run eject button or some bullshit and switch out, right? After you hit the enemy. Cool. Interesting stuff for Baxcalibur here. Just a better Outrage. I think for most of the times this is just a better Outrage most of the times. Because Outrage mons die in one hit anyway. Because they outrage someone and then you switch in someone with Ice Beam and they die in one hit anyway. Other than maybe Multi-Scale Dragonite. We have Revival Blessing for these two Pokemon, Rabska and Ponmot. Don't know who these Pokemon are. The user bestows a loving blessing, reviving a party Pokemon that has fainted and restoring half of the Pokemon's max HP. Wow. Leper Berry works on it, doesn't restore PP. It's a 1 PP move that Leper Berry works on. Okay. Interesting. You just select a revive after the move. What is 1 PP? You just bring back a Pokemon. It is a Super Wish. But it only works if a Pokemon is dead though. So you can't use it to heal a non-dead Pokemon. Revival Blessing. Wow, that is a crazy move. This is going to be interesting and competitive, man. Just randomly revive back a Mon that they thought was dead, and then you start sweeping again. Imagine bringing back that Basculegion after... So they think that they knocked out your Basculegion early. They don't have to worry about it getting revived. I mean, they don't have to worry about it sweeping. And then you revive it later on, and then it sets up a sweep. We have Salt Cure for the Naxstack line. Has user cure the target, inflicting damage every turn. Steel and water types are more strongly affected by this move. Whoa, interesting. 100% Salt Cure. Salt Cure deals 12% passive damage, 25% rounded down to water and steel types. Nice. It's like a little, like... It's just like the Stone Axe from Keyveer. It's it doesn't trap, though. That's the thing. This move doesn't trap. So, on turn 1, it's going to do 40 base damage, and then 12 or 25% of the enemy's health, rounded down. Every turn. Wow. So, if you hit this on a water type, they are dead in 4 turns, guaranteed. That's kind of interesting. 40 base power, though. The base power is really low. Super low base power. Is it just better to hit a Stone Edge? Maybe if this is a defensive mon, it could be an interesting move. It doesn't trap, though, so they'll probably just switch out. Yeah, this seems like it would be better if it trapped, like Infestation, I think. But then it does a little bit too much damage to the trap, I guess. All right, next up, we have Triple Dive for Wugtrio. Shout out to my boy Wugtrio. All right, for Wugtrio here. It hits 3 times. 30 base power hits 3 times, so base 90 power, 95% accuracy. The user performs a perfectly timed triple dive, hitting the target with 3 splashes in a row. Nice. It has 3 chances to crit. It has 3 chances to flinch if you put on King's Rock. And it's a 90 base power move. Awesome. Awesome move for Wugtrio. Simple move. We have Mortal Spin. This seems like a move that they would give to people later on, though. You know, like Urshifu might get this shit later on. But Urshifu's moves is better. Who else are they gonna give triple dive to? Maybe Cramorant, you know? We have Mortal Spin for a signature move for Glimora. 100% chance to poison, basically spin. User performs a spin attack, also eliminates effects such as Bind, Wrap, Leech Speed, and poisons the opposing target. Oh, does it remove Stealth Rocks? This looks like a Stealth Rock. This looks like a Rapid Spin that instead of increasing your speed, it just poisons the target. Could be interesting, yeah. It's always good to have spin Pokemon. Some defensive Pokemon don't care about the speed increase, and the poison just seems like it's decent. Yeah, it seems like it's not badly poison, it's just normal poison. Next up, we have Doodle from Graffery. The user captures the very essence of the target in a sketch. This changes the ability of the user and its ally Pokemon to that of the target. So this copies the enemy's ability. This is a copy of the user and its ally that target. Changes the ability of the user and its ally. It changes both of your side's Pokemon in a double battle to one of the enemies. Maybe you use this on an Intimidate Mon and you just give -2 to both the enemies because both your Mons become Intimidate. But then you lose the ability of both your Mons though. Sometimes you don't want to lose Intimidate. Maybe you use this with Regigigas and you drop his Slow Start for Intimidate. That was a great, right? Nice, interesting. This is going to be a VGC move probably. We have Fill It Away, which is a normal type status moves for Venzula. Halves the user's health for +2. Oh, this is Shell Smash. This is a normal type Shell Smash for Velzula, whatever this is. Cool. Cool, awesome. Normal type Shell Smash. This is gonna, again, be given to like every single bird Pokemon in one generation. But that's gonna be nice. We have Kowtow Cleave. The user slashes the target. Now Towing to make the target... What is Now Towing? To make the target let down its guard. This attack never misses. It is a base 85 physical aerial ace for dark types. Pretty good. Nothing crazy. You probably will run this if you have no other option. If you have knockoff, you're probably going to run knockoff every single other time. But yeah. Doesn't seem that good. Flower Trick for Meowscardia. Base 70 physical move, this one. And what does it do? The user throws a rigged bouquet of flowers at the target. This attack never misses and always lands a crit. Whoa. Base 70 crit move. That's big. That's big. Crits do 50% more damage if I'm correct, right? So this is a base 105 physical move that does not miss. That crits, that goes through stat boost. Great move here. Great move here. Great signature move for whatever this Pokemon is. Meowcarda. Nice. We have Torch Song. The user blows out Raging Flames at its target. This move boosts the user's special attack stat. It is a fire type special move that gives you +1 guaranteed. Wow, this is dangerous, man. This shit is dangerous, bro. +1 special attack on a fire type move. If this Mon gets coverage, you just use this move. Whoever switches in, you have +1 now, and you hit him with the coverage move, and they are dead. Wow, okay. Nice. +1 special attack. You cannot go wrong with base 80 +1 special attack. That is a great move. Torch Song there. We have Aqua Step for Quavel. I'm assuming this is the final evolution of Quaxley, right? Maybe these are all the starters. Yeah, maybe these are all the starters. I don't know. The user toys with its target and attacks it with light and fluid dance steps. This move boosts the user's speed. Hey, 80 power +1 speed. Dude, these moves are great. You can run a banded set. A banded set would be amazing for this. Or maybe go Swords Dance up once and start Aqua Stepping and you sweep. Great moves for the... I'm assuming these are the starters. Yeah, these might be the 3 starters here. Then we have Raging Bull for the Tauros line. Whoa, Tauros has a fire and a water type form. Interesting. It is a base 90 normal type move. The user performs a tackle like a Raging Bull. This move's type depends on the user's form type. Okay, so it's always a stab move for your particular type, fire or water. And it also breaks Light Screen and Reflect. Nice. It's a big 90 base power brick break for the Tauroses. And it makes sense for Tauros. You know, it's like a bull in a china shop, right? You break all the screens. Awesome move here. I love that. I love that. The flavor on there is amazing. Make It Rain. The user's attacks by throwing out a mass of coins. This also lowers the user's special attack. Money is earned after the battle. Okay, so it's like a payday, right? Like a payday move. But it's, wow, but it lowers the user's special attack to -1. Oh, it is a steel type base 120. A steel type base 120 special attack from Gardria. I'm assuming this is from the little chest the little chest ghost Pokemon. A base 120 steel type attack is not easy to take, bro. Who can take a base? It's only bulky waters. Only bulky waters can take this hit, really. Nice. Okay. Cool move. And you make it rain. You make some money after the battle too. Nice. And then we have Ruination. This sounds like a crazy ass move, bro. The user summons a ruinous disaster. This cuts the target's HP in half. This is a force of nature. Oh, it looks like there's new legendaries here. A bunch of Chinese legendaries. Ting Lu, Cheng Pao, Wo Chang, Qin Yu. And it seems like a dark type, not force of nature. Nature's Madness. This is a dark type Nature's Madness. Cuts the enemy's HP in half. Interesting. 4 new totems, maybe. Maybe these are new forms for the totem Pokemon. I don't know. But cool. Some Chinese inspired legendaries or pseudos or trio quadros. I don't know. Quartets. Collision Course for Crowdon. Okay, so this is the Scarlet's legendary. Base 100 fighting type move with 100 accuracy. Okay, so that's good. And the user crashes to the ground, dealing massive prehistoric explosion. This move's power is boosted more than usual if it's super effective hit. What? Yo, whoever you hit with this move is gone, bro. If you hit a super effective damage, it does even more damage. It's already a base 100 move. It's already base 100. It's already stab. And it's already going to do double damage if it's super effective, right? But it seems like it does more than double damage. Maybe it would do 2.5x or maybe triple damage. And it seems like Miraudon has the same electric type version of that, but instead it is special. This substitute costs half of the user's life. Oh no, this is another Pokemon. But yeah, these are just crazy moves that if you hit super effective on, just full kill. I think the Miraudon one's a little bit better. If you hit a bulky water with this, I don't think they'll survive, you know? Yeah, a base 100 stab move that does like double to triple damage. I don't think they'll survive that. We have Shed Tail, which is like the pre-evolution for these guys, I think, right? The user creates a substitute for itself using its own HP before switching places with a party Pokemon in waiting. The substitute costs half of the user's life. Wow, this is a great move, Shed Tail. Dude, if this Pokemon is slow or you can make it be slow, right? Well, it is half of its life, though. It is going to take half of its life. But maybe here's how you can use it. If it's fast, you can substitute, immediately jump out, and switch into something that's going to heavily resist whatever attacks it, and then it keeps up a sub. But I'm thinking if you use this while you're slower, you can guarantee a sub on a Pokemon that can set up. Dude, that seems like a great move, but it costs half your health, though. That's a lot. That is a lot. Maybe you run this with negative speed nature, with Citrus Berry, or something like that to ensure that you have enough HP to get this off, and then you bring in a boosting mon behind a sub, and then they are in ginormous trouble. Put in a wall breaker with Swords Dance or Dragon Dance behind a sub, and you can just start sweeping people, bro. We have Chilly Reception for Slowking and Slowking Galar. Wow. Slowking Galar got a new signature move. The user tells a chillingly bad joke before switching places with a party Pokemon. This summons a windstorm lasting 5 turns. Hail? Is this a teleport that sets up hail? Cool. I know they're removing teleport from a lot of mons, so it's good that they give Slowking and Glare Slowking teleport. This is basically a teleport that sets up hail. Cool, man. That's a really cool move. Then we have Tidy Up for a new Pokemon here, Mahold. I don't know who this is. The user tidy ups and removes the effects of Spike, Stealth Rock, Sticky Web, and Toxic Spikes, and Substitute. This also boosts the user's attack and speed stats. What? This is a Dragon Dance that defogs. These new moves are insane, man. It seems like they're trying to make every Pokemon have a little bit of a niche by giving everyone like a very viable looking move, man. Nice. A Dragon Dance that defogs. That's nuts. Then we have Snowscape. Has the user summon a snowstorm lasting 5 turns. This boosts the defense stats of ice types. Oh, so this is the new Hail, I guess. Snowscape, the new Hail. Every Pokemon with Hail gets it. Yeah. Nice. It's a new Hail move, and it also boosts. So now maybe like there's a new effect for ice types that just like I can't talk. Just like ground types and just like rock types get special defense boosts, right? You get defense boosts if you're an ice type in Hail. That will really help out the ice type, man. That will really help out the ice type. We got Pounce here The user attacks by pouncing on its target, also lowers the target's speed. It is a bug type move that's only base 50. What? This does not seem good. The Scyther line, Dunsparce line, and Heracross. Basically a bunch of bug types get it, it looks like. Physical base 50 move. That minuses 1 on the speed. Does this crit or something? No, it doesn't crit. This move is terrible. -1 speed is not good enough. Yeah. It's just not good enough. Like, people run Rapid Spin for +1 speed because it clears rocks, but -1 speed, I don't see this being good, bro. Yeah, maybe if it gave yourself +1 speed, like Flame Charge, maybe you would Swords Dance and then use this move to get +1, but doesn't seem that good, Pounce here. We have Trailblaze. It is the same thing, but for grass? No. The user suddenly attacks if leaping out from tall grass. The user's nimble footwork boosts his speed. Base 50, it's a Rapid Spin, but for grass, but it doesn't Rapid Spin. For Sudowoodo and a bunch of other grass-type Pokemon, again, does not seem that crazy good. Maybe if you have like a base 80 speed stat Pokemon that you want to Swords Dance on, you might run this to boost your speed up 1. Other than that, I don't see it being crazy good. We have Chilling Water. It is a bunch of these base 50 moves. Base 50 is just not enough. The user attacks the target by showering the target with cold water. It also lowers the target's attack. It's a guaranteed -1 on the enemy at base 50 power. Just not good enough, bro. Maybe you run this as instead of Scald. It's like a pseudo Scald, like a guaranteed kind of Scald. But it's base 50 and it doesn't linger. Doesn't seem that good, bro. A lot of water types get it, though. It makes sense because it's not that good. We have Hyper Drill, the move on the thumbnail. This move is crazy. Look at this. Dunsparce. A signature move from my boy Dunsparce, man, all right? It is a base 100 power move that goes through Protect. This is going to be interesting in VGC, bro. Imagine Choice Band Dunsparce. It will always land its move, bro. Choice Banded Hyper Drill, where you run a more defensive set. You can break some sashes with this and all that. Very, very cool for my boy Dunsparce, bro. I love that they're giving Dunsparce some love. All right, we're nearing the end here. We got Twin Beam. Wow, this is a long video, 42-minute video. Twin Beam. The user shoots magical beams from its eyes to inflict damage. The target is hit twice in a row. It's a 2-hit base 40 move for the Girafarig line. Would you want this over Psychic or Psyshock? Probably not. Unless Girafarig has some sort of ability that can flinch or has any on-hit effect. Does not seem that good, Twin Beam. I don't know, maybe you run King's Rock on it. No, it just doesn't seem that good. You probably want to just run Psychic or Psyshock. We have Rage Fist, an interesting move here from Infernape. No, not from Infernape, from Primeape and Analape. A new ape Pokemon. Maybe it's a new version of Primeape or a new evolution. Rage Fist boosts its power by 50 base power per hit received. Each multi-hit move triggers it. 5-hit moves equals 300 base power. Stacks over turns. Wait, what? Confusion include... Wait, so every time, the number of times you get hit is just like Basculegion. You do more damage. It's also a Ghost-type physical move, which is interesting. Switching out and fainting does not reset the boost. Wait, what? So you can get hit once and then switch out and come back and you have a 100 base power move now. Interesting. This is going to be interesting in VGC. Like, you know, doesn't Primeape have Anger Point? You use Anger Point Primeape and then you get hit by some stupid move and you just have a 100 base power move, or you get hit by a multi-hit move and have a crazy base power move. Very interesting. Primeape getting some love too, which is nice. And it looks like a new Primeape version, maybe. New Primeape form. And we're nearing the end here. We got a few more moves. And we have Armor Cannon, probably for that blue Mega Man looking Pokemon. It is a 120. No, it's not for that one. It's for the red one. 120 base power, 100% accuracy, fire special move. It lowers the user's defense and special defense. So it's a special fire close combat. Nice. That's great. That is a great move. Nice. If this Pokemon is fast, this move is great. And then we have Bitter Blade, which is a signature move for Creulge. No idea what that is. The user focuses his bitter feelings towards the world of the living into slashing the target. The user restores HP by half the damage. Oh, this is a fire-type Leech Life. Nice. A fire-type Leech Life comes out. We have Double Shock for Palmot. A base 120 physical move. What does it say? The user discharges all his electricity from his body to perform a high damage attack. After using this move, the user is no longer the electric type. Nice! That's a great move. It's a burn up. It is an electric type burn up. That's great. That's actually a really good move. If you run it on a fast Scarf version, you just go in and then you drop the double shock, and then when they're trying to hit you with a super effective ground move, surprise, I'm no longer an electric type. Great. This is basically no drawback. It's no drawback other than your second one is not going to be stab anymore. I guess that is kind of a drawback, so you can't really use it on a sweeper per se, but definitely interesting for a pivot mon though, for sure. And then we have Gigaton Hammer. This sounds like a crazy move. For Tinkaton. It is a base 160. I've never seen a base 160 move before. A base 160 100% accuracy steel type move. The user swings his whole body around and attack with a huge hammer. This move can't be used twice in a row. That's not even bad. That doesn't say recharge. That just says you can't use it twice in a row. That's great, right? You just go protect on this. Protect Tinkertonk. Boom, Gigaton Hammer. Protect. Come back, you get some leftovers recovery for those units. Boom, Gigaton Hammer again. Wow, that's a great move. This Pokemon must suck if they give it such a good move, bro. That is crazy. We have Compulence. Compulence? I don't know how to say this word. It's like some big word. It is in the Houndour line. Honchcrozora. It's like a dark type move. Metal Burst, but dark. Okay, it's a dark type Metal Burst. He said it for me right there. So if you get hit and then you return back with big damage. Interesting. Okay. I doubt these Pokemon use it though. Steel types can use it because they're bulky, but dark types are not very bulky. Maybe use it. Maybe if Volbeat gets this, or I mean, what's that called? Mandibuzz. Maybe if Mandibuzz gets this, it'll be interesting. But these Pokemon do not seem tanky enough to use a move like this, to facilitate a move like this. We have Aqua Cutter. The user expels pressurized water to cut the target like a blade. This move has heightened chance of landing a crit. Base 70 slash. Oh, it's a crit slash. It's on Quaxley as well, too. Gallade gets it as well. Nice. So it is a water type slash. Could be good. If you get Sniper or Super Luck on any of these Pokemon, could be really good with Scope Lens. Decent. And then we have a bunch of these moves that, do we know the name of? We do know the name of. Blazing Torque, Wicked Torque, Noxious Torque, Combat Torque. I know you can't read the names, but I'll read it out for you. It's Mystery, Mystery, Mystery by all their owners. So there's a bunch of Torque moves, and they all are 80 base power. No, never mind. These two are 80 base power, and these are 100 base power. And they have a 30% chance, 10% chance to sleep, 30% chance to poison, 30%. Yeah, everything is 30% chance but the dark one, which is 10% chance to sleep. And they're all physical, kind of high base damage, high accuracy moves. Interesting. Don't know who gets it. But this is a physical Scald, by the way. This is a physical. This is just a better poison jab. This is a body, like a really good fighting body slam. This is a fairy confuse move. I can't think of a move that confuses often. But interesting moves here. Not much to know about it. But yeah, that's a look at every single one of the moves. Seems very cool, man. Super interesting. I know it's a very long videos. I think going forward, the videos are not going to be this long on this channel, but if you guys watch it all the way through, I really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on it, subscribe, turn on the bell if you guys are new, and look forward to more Scarlet Violet content where I go rank 1 in VGC, boys. Thank you guys all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and look forward to my streams. I'm going to be streaming this and Nuzlocking this the second it comes out. I'm going to be Nuzlocking it, boys, all right? Isn't that going to be fun? And then after that, we're going to probably catch more Pokemon and do VGC stuff. So make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell, drop a like. Thank you guys for watching all the way through. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.